Welcome, my dear students. We are now going through a chapter, Systems of Measurement. Now I have a ring in my hand. The ring is made of gold. It's a golden ring. If I ask a question between gold and ring, which one is initial and which one is derived, then you may give an answer. Gold is the initial and ring is made of gold. So ring is derived. This gold is called material or substance or matter, and ring is made of gold. Ring is called body. So you have to first keep in your mind the difference between a body and a material. Material is primary, fundamental, and body is derived. In physics as well as in chemistry, we have to go through, we have to realize about the substances, about the materials or matters. And in physics, we will realize about the body, and something related to a body or event which can be measured is called physical quantity. If I ask that can you measure a room, you may say that yes, I can measure the room. The room is 10 meter long and 8 meter broad. This is not an answer because we cannot measure a room. If I ask you a question, can you measure certain quantity of rice? You can say yes, sir, but no, certain quantity of rice cannot be measured. So, which can be measured? We can measure the length of the room. The length of the room is 10 meters. We can measure the breadth of the room. It is 8 meters. We can measure the height of the room. It is 6 meters. So length, breadth, height, they are all length. Length can be measured. We cannot measure certain quantity of rice, but we can measure certain quantity of rice. Quantity. We can measure the quantity, but we cannot measure rice. Quantity means we can measure the mass of the rice. So mass is a physical quantity. Length is a physical quantity. We cannot measure my study. We cannot measure a race, but we can measure the time taken for the race. We can measure the time duration for study. So time is also a physical quantity. So what is a physical quantity? Physical quantity is anything that is related to a body or an event that can be measured is called physical quantity. So related to body or event, related to body, related to a room, related to a book, related to a human body, it is length, and related to event, time duration. What was the time? What was the duration for Kurukshetra battle? It was 18 days. So 18 days is time, day. So this length, breadth, time, mass, speed, velocity, etc. are called physical quantities. Now this physical quantity can be divided into two types. One is scalar and one is vector. Scalar quantities are those quantities which have only magnitude but no direction. Only magnitude but no direction. Say length is a scalar quantity. Length. Because length has only magnitude, it has no specific direction. But vector, displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement. You have to know what is displacement. Now, for the first instance, displacement is a vector quantity. Why is it vector? Because displacement is the distance covered by a body in a specific direction. And the definition of displacement, specific direction is mentioned, and it is measured by the linear distance between the initial and final position of the body. So displacement has a particular direction. Though a body moves towards zigzag direction, then its displacement will be measured by the linear distance. Say Virat Kohli is running from a point and he has completed the circle. It is 300 meters. But starting from the point A, he has completed the circle and finished at A. So his initial and final position coincides. Linear distance between the initial and final position is 0. So in spite of having a movement, in spite of covering a distance 300 meters, his displacement is 0. So Though a body moves, its displacement may be zero because displacement has a specific direction. Therefore, it is a vector quantity. Now, we have to know how a physical quantity can be measured. Physical quantity can be measured with the help of two things. Number one, a numerical part, and number two, an unit part. Numerical part 1 and number 2, unit part. If I say I have purchased a lot of rice, huge quantity of rice from the market, then nobody can understand what is the quantity of rice. Somebody purchases 5 kg rice from the market and can say that I have purchased a lot of rice, and somebody purchases 10 kg rice from the market and he can say I have purchased a little rice from the market. So, without mentioning the numerical part as well as unit part, the measurement of a quantity cannot be mentioned perfectly. But if I say I have purchased 10 kg rice from the market, everyone in the world can understand what is the quantity of rice. So, for mentioning the quantity of rice, we have mentioned 5 kg rice. This 5 is the numerical part and kg is the unit part. So, expressing a physical quantity, we have to take the help of two parts, numerical parts and unit parts. Now we have to know what is unit. What is an unit? For mentioning the quantity of rice, mass of rice, I have mentioned 5 kg. Kg is the unit. What is unit? Unit is a very definite part. A definite and convenient part of the quantity is taken as standard. And it is observed how many times the standard is present in the quantity. Say you have taken a scale, ordinary scale, for measurement of length. Ordinary scale is used, and in the ordinary scale, between 2 marks, 1 centimeter is written. 1 centimeter is a convenient and definite part for measuring the length of a book, for measuring the length of a straight line, etc. But in case of measuring the length of a room, this is not 1 centimeter. The distance between 2 marks will be taken as meter. It is greater unit. And for measurement of the length of an ant, 1/10 of the centimeter, you see in the scale, there are small marks is between the distance between the two small marks is millimeter, 1 millimeter. So millimeter is the unit for taking for measurement of length of an ant. So different types, different units are used for measurement of the same physical quantity. Why are the different units used for measurement of a same quantity? Every day we measure different quantities in the daily life and in the laboratory, in the scientific work, etc. A quantity may be large, the quantity may be small, quantity may be medium. Depending upon the magnitude of the quantity, largeness or vastness of the quantity, we use the unit. Say you are measuring the distance between Kolkata to Delhi, you use kilometer. I say Kolkata to Delhi is 1500 kilometer, 1500 kilometer. It is not measured with the help of meter. But if you are measuring the length between 2 points in a room, length of the room, then you use meter. Length of the room is 4 meter. But if you measure the length of your physical science book, it is measured by centimeter. If you measure the length of an ant, you use millimeter. If the distance between two galaxies is measured, then it is measured by light year. Light year is a very large unit of length, and the elder unit of light year is parsec, 1 parsec equal to 3.26 light year. It is one of the greatest unit of length. So depending upon the vastness of the quantity, depending upon the largeness of the quantity, magnitude of the quantity, different units of same quantity are used. That depends on largeness. Say you are measuring the mass of an ant, it is measured by the unit quintal. But if you measure the mass of a goat, it is measured by the unit kg. If you measure the mass of a bird, it is measured by the unit gram, etc. So for measurement of same physical quantity, different units are used. Keep in your mind. Now there are mainly two types of units. One is number one, fundamental unit. Fundamental unit, and number two, derived unit. Now what is fundamental unit, or what are fundamental units? The units of length, mass and time are taken as fundamental units because these units are independent of each other, and with the help of these units, other units are formed. So the units which are independent of each other do not depend on one on another, and moreover, with the help of those units, other units are formed, are called fundamental units. Units of length, mass and time are the fundamental units. And derived units, the units which are formed by one or more fundamental units are called derived units. For example, derived units, units of speed, acceleration, density, etc. are derived units. Now we have to know the systems of fundamental units. First, you memorize the fundamental units. There are mainly two systems of fundamental units. One is CGS system. This is also called French system. And number two is MKS. Nowadays it becomes SI, system of units. Third system, there is a third system that is called FPS, but nowadays throughout the world FPS is obsolete. FPS system, the units in FPS systems almost are not used. So our discussion will be limited in CGS and SI system. Throughout the world now SI system is used, and CGS system can be called as the little system, little addition of MKS or SI system. You see the discussion and you will be understand why CGS system is the little addition of SI system. Now what is CGS system? We have three fundamental quantity and there are three fundamental units. Number one, length. The unit of length in CGS system is centimeter. It is C. Unit of mass is gram. It is G. And unit of time is second. It is S. So it is called CGS. It is also called French system because it was initially introduced in France. CGS system. So keep in your mind that unit of length centimeter, unit of mass gram, and unit of time S, centimeter gram second system or CGS system. Now MKS. unit of length, meter, unit of mass, kilogram, unit of time, second. So it is called MKS system. And 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, 1 kilogram equal to 1000 gram, 1 second equal to 1 second. So there is a very simple relation between the units of MKS and CGS system. The relation actually related to 10 or multiple of 10, etc. So MKS and CGS system can be used easily, conveniently. Now we are going through SI system. SI. In SI system, three quantities length, mass and time are taken. Moreover, more four quantities are taken. The unit of length is meter. The abbreviated form is small m. Unit of mass is kilogram. It is small kg. Unit of time, second, is small s. Other than these three, there are four physical quantities. Their units have been taken as fundamental units. They are electric current or current strength, that is ampere, AMP. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, temperature, Kelvin, that is capital K. Number 6, luminous intensity, that is intensity of light. Its unit is candela, CD. Candela, full name candela, short form CD. Number 7, quantity of substance. Quantity of substance, it is mole, short form MOL. Full name MOLE mole, short form MOL mole. So 1 length meter, mass kilogram, time second, electric current ampere, temperature Kelvin, luminous intensity candela, quantity of substance mole. Only Kelvin, abbreviated form of Kelvin, is written as capital letter. Now you have to memorize these units first. Other than these units, also somebody's written the unit of angle is radian and another unit of angle steradian. These are measured for plane angle and solid angles, radian and steradian. But you have to memorize these 7 units. Thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.